He will be fighting Ahmed Santos. El Rodriguez will be helping us with the commentaries tonight. And El, you know very well Ahmed Santos. What can we expect from him tonight?
I expect Ahmed Santos to come to do a lot of boxing, to do a lot of movement, because his trainer, Danny Carvajal, is very well organized in that area, and the criteria that he puts into his fighters is tremendous. Tremendous in the respect that, you know, he really puts a lot of work into the lateral movement, like he's done with Michael, and,
very bad.
And the nice banging.
Well, Ahmed Santos had a chance on the big TV already. He fought in the same car with Julio Cesar Chavez in Anaheim, California. He defeated Paul Mallorquin back in 1986. That was in October last year. And tonight, he's fighting again in a great card. The main event tonight will be Joe Manzano against Enrique Sanchez. This will be for the vacant NABF Junior Featherweight title. It's going to be very, very important to see in which condition Ahmed Santos comes. This is the first round of the co-main event of the evening, so we hope that you enjoyed this afternoon fight. This is very good card we got ready for you, so sit back, relax, and let's get ready to rumble.
There you go, yeah. Let's get ready to rumble, and let's see and let the crowd enjoy this fight here, because we've got some tremendous cards here.
We can see Ahmed Santos getting better and better with the years. He doesn't get so excited. He doesn't start throwing punches at the beginning. He's more calm fighter.
That comes with the amateur experience, Miguel. There, and you know, and the training that Danny does with his fighters. You know, the conditioning, the flexibilities to function with his fighters that come at you and want to bang with you. You know, in the defense, look at Santos right now, blocking well, doing well, working a nice little jab. I think the boy's well educated.
What would you say is the most effective weapon of Santos? Is it the jab, and then follows with the right hand?
I couldn't agree with you more, but I think he's got a tremendous jab. You know, the jab looks well. I like his defense drill. He's got, you know, if you got a good defensive fighter, he'll last longer and he'll do more damage, like that left hook to the body. I think they're well educated.
Well, he's got 11 knockouts in 17 weeks, so that speaks very well of his power. Both hands.
Yeah.
There's a good left hand connected by Castillo in that case. And Ahmed Santos took it very well, so he comes in a very good condition.
Very good condition. Well, I tell you, Danny did a tremendous job of putting his fighters in this condition that he needs to put them in, you know.
Well, he's taking a lot of punches. He's taking that left hook from Castillo, and he's taking it very well. However, he's getting hit, so he's got a he got to raise that right hand as a shield.
Yes, he does, Miguel, because like you said, Manny, he ain't no slouch. He's got a tremendous record. You look at his record. He's fought some very good fighters in his time, you know. And this is going to be a wonderful test for Santos, because Manny's not going to come and lay down. He's coming to fight.
They both come in a very good condition. Ahmed Santos, one of the local fighters here in Phoenix, Arizona, and you can see the crowd behind him. How much does it affect to have the fans behind you when you fight in a game?
Miguel, if you have the support of the crowd, that's in your favor right from the beginning, because you feel good that you have the moral support, and somebody's there to support and help you. You know, if you have a crowd, that's one part of the program.
Well, we see Manny Castillo so far being the aggressor on this fight. He's using both hands.
I'm very surprised with that about Manny Castillo. You know, he's not backing up. But like you said, Miguel, the young man's in tremendous condition, and he's not going to give up no inch for nothing. You know?
This is the end of the first round. This is the beginning of round number 2. This fight is scheduled for 10 rounds on the lightweight division. Here we have Manny Castillo and Ahmed Santos. Ahmed Santos, you can see him wearing the black and gold trunks. Manny Castillo wearing the solid turquoise. Well, not turquoise, it will be more like emerald green on your screen here. On the first round, we saw Manny Castillo throwing more punches and scoring more punches, so we gotta see what Ahmed Santos was told on his corner. Like you say, Danny Carvajal is a very well-experienced trainer. He trained his brother Michael Carvajal to the championship, so he knows what he's got up there.
Yes, I couldn't agree with you. because, you know, like I said, you know, he had to wake him up because with Castillo's getting the crowd behind him. You know, we can't let that.
I can see that Manny Castillo is cut just below his right eye, and we still see Ahmed Santos hitting that part, and he's going for that. Manny Castillo knows he is hurt, but he doesn't want to show he's hurt. That's a very powerful left hand that landed on just below his right eye of Castillo. Is that a dangerous cut so far?
So far, it looks okay, you know. I think the corner should do a good job to put him back together, you know. But Santos is coming back. I see Santos delivering the punches well. He settled down already, and some fighters need that first round, Miguel, to settle down, you know. And
well,
I think
he took quite a few punches on the first round, and you're right, he came in a different fighter. He came more aggressor on the second round. He was taking a lot of punches in the first round. They say that the first round is to get to know each other. Well, I guess he knew him pretty good in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think he found out what he consists about.
All right, hold it.
And the durability this Castillo's got. So now it's a matter of time for him to start taking this guy out, you know.
Well, he's pretty much even the fight so far here in the middle of the second round. This is the co-main event of the evening. This is scheduled for 10 rounds of the lightweight division. The main event still to come for the NABF junior featherweight title between Joe Manzano and Enrique Sanchez, a great fighter that just wait to see him in action. Here we have Ahmed Santos getting the best of Manny Castillo. And I can see Manny Castillo really just protecting himself. He's not throwing that much.
No, because he found out that Santos woke up and he's coming back now. And not only is he not wasting punches, but he's keeping his cool. And Santos is starting to deliver the damaging punches now. He already caught him.
As we get ready to the end of second round, we can say that the fight is pretty much even. In the cuts that we told you about on the... Whoa! They continue throwing punches even after the bell rang. So you know what's coming on round number 3.
You better believe it. I think we got a war here.
Here we have both corners. They encouraging Manny Castillo not to give up. He says you can do it, and I'm pretty sure he can do it, but he's going to have to pedal against the water because Ahmed Santos woke up. You're right. He woke up after the first round, and he's ready to put this guy to sleep.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think this young man, Santos, is well-educated, well-trained, and we're going to see something different here in the third round.
We can see that right hand to the body and then now to the face of Castillo.
Right,
and then he's got a very heavy hand. Like I told you, he's got 11 knockouts out of 17 fights. So he's got a heavy right hand.
That's a lot in his favor, you know, the durability to deliver that right hand. And I like his left hook, Miguel. I think Santos got a tremendous left hook here.
Well,
and we're gonna see a little bit more of this.
Ahmed Santos is ready to fight real contenders, but he needs to win tonight. And Manny Castillo is not an easy task for him.
No, I think it's a tremendous test for him. This will either evaluate him to another area or decide where he's got to go back to school or not. But so far, what I see, Miguel, I think Santos is doing tremendous work here. He's got the guy under control, and it's a matter of time before he sets him up.
Well, that's for sure. He's taking his time. He's not rushing things up, which is that speaks very well of his professionalism and being a mature fighter by now.
Yes, it does, you know. And that comes with experience, you know, and it comes with good training, you know, with Danny and a good corner, not getting excited, keeping their control. It was experience, you know. And, I'm very impressed with this Santos kid. I've never seen him fight before, and what I'm seeing here is some nice durability.
He uses very well his jab, and then when he's close to range, he uses the right hand. But then again, he doesn't get crazy throwing punches, and he's very careful.
Very careful. He has to be very careful because Castillo don't want to give it up like that, you know.
It seems to me like Castillo is breathing heavily now. He's even opened his mouth a little bit. So maybe he's getting tired.
I think the punches starting to get to him. Those nice left hook, those nice body shots that Santos throwing there. Like the left right he threw in there.
If you see that hooks to the body, they hurt. And he's going to be in trouble here as we get close to the end of round number 3. Here we have Manny Castillo in trouble. Ahmed Santos It's not rushing things up, but he is pretty close. He wants to do it. Wow. Last nice three. That was a very good combination. Came from Ahmed Santos, like I was telling you. He uses the left, and then he hits with the right. This is going to be the end of round number 3. We got 20 seconds to go, and seems like Castillo is going to have to do something. And he wants to stay standing in the middle of the ring.
Yes, he does. He's got to start moving up, because this kid Santos starting to come back. He's starting to put those body shots together. And it's a matter of time he puts that left hook to the head. Watch.
This is a great fight. This fight is scheduled for 10 rounds on the lightweight division, and here we are. Obviously, they say something to Manny Castillo in his corner, because he came back hitting strong, and Ahmed Santos does not know how to answer to that.
Yeah, he's caught him by surprise here. But I think, Santos will take control again. There he goes with the jab and the hook.
Seems like right on the center of the ring is where Santos can control this fight. Seems like that against the ropes, he's got a hard time getting out of him.
Yes, he does.
He needs that little movement on his legs to move, to get out of him.
He's got to get out of there, and he's got to keep on moving, or else this guy's going to start banging him like he did right there.
There we have him. There's this, what I was telling you. Against the ropes, Santos got a little problem. But on the open field, on the center of the ring, is where he controls his fight. I guess he likes to use his reach, throw the jab, and then throws the right hand like he's using right now.
He's got to box more.
That's what worked for him on the first round and the second round. He said, I continue using that. And you see,
keep him out there.
He's punish him on the body, and that takes a lot of Castillo's condition.
And that's what Santos got to do. There he goes. He's got to work that right hand like that. He's got to work that speed and throw that left hook in there. And like you said, keep him out in the open, or else we're in for a long night here.
Yeah, and the other thing that I noticed to fight and to hit low on the body, Ahmed Santos uses that little hook, the style of Julio Cesar Chavez.
Very nice.
That's a very nice, well
educated, well put in.
However, he needs a little bit more defense, because he gets comfortable. He forgets to raise his left hand, and that's when he gets hit.
Yes, he does. And that's why he can't afford to take a chance on this Castillo guy.
Wow, that's a great combination. And now we can see Manny Castillo.
It's going to be a little long war here.
Wow, that left hook to the face of Castillo did some damage. We saw a little black line. And give credit to Manny Castillo that he counts in a very good condition. Otherwise, he would have been on the canvas by now. He's taking a lot of punishment from Ahmed Santos. This is the 4th round. This is a schedule for 10 rounds. We're getting closer to the end of these 4 rounds. So people around the world watching this fight, they're having a treat of boxing.
This is one fight that, like I said, people are going to remember for a long time to come. I don't want Phoenix, Arizona need this kind of action, this kind of durability, this kind of fighter. And this Santos doing it.
That left hook and then the right to his face. It's a great combination, but Manny Castillo is taking everything.
He just don't want to quit.
That's the end of round number 4. Well, here we go on round number 4. And exactly what they told him, he's hitting upstairs now with both hands.
Nice combination right off the beginning.
Sometimes some trainers, they think that their opponent is ready to go down, but only the guy exchanging punches up there knows that the opponent is well and alive.
Very, very much so. And here we see Santos educating his punches now. He's not wasting them. He's delivering to do the damage he's supposed to do.
You've been training a lot of fighters, and what would you say somebody like Castillo when he's taking that punishment, and you know it's only a matter of time?
I would tell a fighter like Castillo to get a little bit more moment in there. He's in good shape. He can still do damage to this kid. You're
gonna give a lot of credit, because in rounds 3 and 4, we thought he was gonna go down, but he stood there. He took everything Santos gave him.
And I think he's about to take more. He's just taking a little breather, like a lot of fighters after they get through the 3 or 4 rounds.
Is Santos giving him a chance to take a breather? Is he not pushing this fight? Is he pacing it himself?
Well, I see Santos doing the damage. He's not wasting his punches. He's taking this guy one step at a time, and he's doing the right kind of work he's supposed to do, that Danny told him to do. But Castillo is waiting a little bit too doggone long, you know.
Well, you
gotta
gotta
start working now.
We have to admire Santos as he uses the left for the jab, and then he uses the hook. It's a nice combination.
You can't take a chance on this Castillo young kid, you know, because, you know, like he's taking a breather. He could come back in the last part of the round and do some lot of damage. You never know.
He looked more tired on the second round than on the fourth one. They must have given something on his corner.
Yes, they must have, Miguel.
They must have a oxygen tank somewhere there, because he looks a lot better than on the second round. He took his second air.
Looks tremendous.
He's
very impressed.
His recuperation time is tremendous, because in only 1 minute he came back a total new fighter. Ready to take another 6 rounds.
And like you said, that's not very much time. 1 minute, just all these guys got, you know. 1 minute to recuperate.
There's referee Bobby Ferrara telling them that watch out for those low blows and that head. Because this is so far has been a very good fight, very even fight, very nice fight on the light weight division to see. A lot of punches, clean fight, so let's keep it that way.
Yeah, I used to hear some nice combinations. Nothing dirty, nothing out of the ordinary. Everything is working tremendously for these 2 young kids.
We see Santos using his jab there a couple of times, using some speed on his hands, but he did not use his right hand. This is the round number 6. This fight is scheduled for 10 rounds. This is on the lightweight division. And this is only the co-main event of the evening. If you like this, you will love the main event.
I'm sure it's going to be one tremendous long night here. You see Castillo, like I told you, he took that little breather. Now he's starting to come back and punch on Santos.
Santos got to be more aggressive in this 6 rounds, because he kind of slowed down in round number 5.
He's got to work that jab like he's doing right there. He's got to stay with that formula. If you don't stay with that formula, he's going to give Castillo the opportunity to come back strong again.
Maybe he decided not to finish this fight by knockout. Maybe he wants to really go all the 10 rounds and learn from this fight.
You know, that's a good theory, because the theory is that maybe he needs more experience. Maybe he needs to see where he stands for the future.
Now that we were talking, and I was telling you during the break that he hasn't done much damage on the cut on the right eye. Just as we were saying that, I saw a left hand that landed right there in that cut, and I think it won't take too long before Bobby Ferrara, the referee, takes a closer look of the cut, because he can. The good thing is the cut is below the eye and not on top of the eye. Those cuts usually don't stop fights.
I couldn't agree with you more. Take a lot more. And Bobby Ferrara, being a highly experienced referee that he is, I think he'll think twice before he stops this fight for a little cut like that. Because especially with this fight being so excellent, and being this guy, young men punching the way they are, you know, and giving the public what they want, you know, tremendous fight.
Well, here we have 2 great young fighters giving the best they have. Fans here in Phoenix, Arizona, enjoying this fight, and we hope you are watching this fight enjoying the same as we are here in the ringside.
Hold it, I got it. Come on.
Tremendous fight.
Again, we noticed that Santos had problems when he is in the corner. He feels more comfortable fighting like on the open field, on the center of the ring. That's where he can do the most damage.
Yeah, and I think that has to do a lot with Danny, because, you know, Danny, I'm sure this kid being from Montes, Mexico, he was used to that banging style that Castillo is. I mean, I think Danny did a tremendous job in changing this kid and giving the American level movement of boxing and moving.
Yeah, he needs to use a little bit that little movement when he needs to get out of the corner, because he doesn't know. It seems like he doesn't know how to do that. He rather stays there and exchange punches, and sometimes that's very dangerous for fighters.
Very, very dangerous. Especially like a fighter like Castillo, you know, he's got a lot of fights, and he's done his share of damage, you know, and Santos is getting hit.
Oh, what a
surprise here. think Santos has quite got a long night to go. But he's got to hurry up and do some more damage to this guy, or well, Santos has got a long night.
We didn't hear what they told him during the break on his corner, but Ahmed Santos, he comes here now throwing more punches upstairs.
I think he wants to open that cut. I think you know, and he wants to do it if he can set him up for that body shot. You know, throw some nice little combos to the head and finish off to the body with a little uppercut like he's doing right now. They're working perfect for him.
Yeah, he's throwing that short hook when he's got a chance.
And it's working.
And it's working, yes. Surprisingly, I haven't seen Ahmed Santos throwing many uppercuts. You notice that?
No, I'm very surprised that he stopped that. I think he was doing a tremendous job throwing that little Chavez left hook you talked about earlier, which impressed me, but they impressed you when you saw him. And why he stopped it now, I don't know. Wow, what a nice, beautiful combination there.
Yes. But then again, we have this guy by the name of Manny Castillo that is taking everything.
You don't know when to quit, Miguel. He's here for a long time. I think this guy is enjoying himself.
Everybody's enjoying this fight. Everybody. Nobody wants to get up. Everybody is on the edge of their seats. And we hear the voice from Castillo's corner telling him, throw, throw, throw. And he takes one there.
Very nice. Well educated by Santana.
He left. He threw a punch. He left him out of balance, so he was wide open for Santos to connect with the left hook.
Well, they're doing a tremendous job. This little Santos kid. He's taking his time. He's working the jab. He's working the combos. Oh, he missed that nice little Chavez punch talked about. Well, there it is now, though. He came back again.
There is the right hand that we were telling you, and in a way, it's a surprise that he's going upstairs. So there is the first to the body that we see, but he's concentrating to throw upstairs.
I guess, like I said, he's trying to set him up for something nice, something maybe the little left hook to the body, and then with that finish off with a nice right hand to the head, you know.
Hold him in the head. Hold him.
It's a great fight, and I hope you guys are enjoying this fight. Castillo, he's got only 5 knockouts. I was looking at his record, see how much of a power he's got. He's got only 5 knockouts against 11 from Ahmed Santos.
Yeah, but if you stop and stick that 5 KOs, you know, you wonder who he did with, you know.
Right, we gotta check that too.
Because these guys don't want us to go lay down. And Santos is hitting this guy everything but except the kitchen sink.
Well, to tell you more, in 1995 is when he had 3 consecutive knockouts.
Wow. That speaks for itself.
The only thing that I haven't seen Santos throw is, like I told you, the uppercut, and maybe that's why Manny Castillo's corner were telling him, push him back, don't let him get close, because he can be dangerous, like as we saw in round
Santos can be very dangerous, and I think we're about to see something work with the little left hook he's got, and the little body shots. I think we're going to start doing some more damage. Santos is going to start waking up again, you know.
Well, this is one of those fights, Al, that we really hate to see somebody of them lose, because they both are putting so much effort and doing so much to win this fight that some people say, well, why don't they stop the fight and call it a draw?
You know, it's very sad to see something like this, because you're seeing something here very nice. You don't see nothing here, no brawling. You see how guys fighting. You see a nice jab, you see a nice right hand. You see tremendous combination by both parties. And both corners are doing a tremendous job, you know. But like I said, who wants a loser in a kind of fight like this? I wouldn't want one. I think both kids should be winners. But somebody's got to go home a winner, somebody's got to go home a loser, you know.
Well, for sure, we can see that Manny Castillo is turning this fight around. We were not given that much chance back there in round 3 and 4, but now he really turned this fight around.
Yes, he did. He's coming back, and like I said, maybe then when he took a little round in the 4th round, when he took a little rest, you know, I think he was up to something, and he's trying to come back now. He's blocking well. He's trying to work with Santos now again.
However,
he got hit with the right hand, though.
You see Ahmed Santos commanding the rhythm of this fight, and when he wants to have pressure, he puts pressure on.
He does. He's going to
It's like driving a sports car.
There you go.
You want to go 50, you go 50. You want to go 80, you go 80 in 5 seconds.
I couldn't agree with you more, Miguel. This kid has got control.
Should I say a thoroughbred?
There you go. It's a nice little Corvette. There you go. You can't beat that one.
Well, boxing fans, here we have two great fighters, Manny Castillo and Ahmed Santos, doing their best. This is round number 8. This fight is scheduled for 10 rounds on the lightweight division, and we still have your main event, which is great for the NABF Junior Featherweight between Joe Manzano and Enrique Sanchez, live from Phoenix, Arizona, Phoenix Memorial Coliseum. There we see a right hand by Manny Castillo, but then Santos comes back and answer with 3 or 5 different punches, unanswered punches, I may say.
Very nice punches, well delivered, well educated, and they're starting to do some damage on this Castillo now. The Castillo better wake up because this kid is starting to come back and do them a lot of harm now.
Well, that's the end of round number 8. The bell calling these two great fighters for round number 9.
And Bobby Ferrer is doing an excellent job of keeping this kid under control.
You see, that was the beautiful right hand on his face
When he,
at the end of round number 8.
Boy, it wasn't. Well, here we go
He's
again.
taking another one.
And there was another hard one.
And you know, when the fighters ran back and go around circles, they hurt. They buying time.
I think Manny's trying to feel the pressure of this young man. I think he's already hurt, you know. Not unless he's playing possum on us, you know.
I don't think so. He's hurt a little bit. We can see he's looking at his corner like something is going on.
What do I do, huh?
Hey, what do I do? What's next? How do I fight this guy? He's throwing me everything.
There you go. Wow, beautiful right hand to the kidney. Yeah.
That jab is working, doing his damage. Not only to keep him at distance, but he's hitting.
Yeah, he's delivering the right hand very nice too. The right hand is really being delivered very well.
And this is the way the fight has been since round number 1, which Manny Castillo won.
Wow.
Left hook to the face, 2 of them. Then the jab used to keep him, to set him up for the right hand.
I'm very impressed with Santos kid, you know, for being so young that he is, you know, and the kind of damage he's doing to Manny Castillo. But we gotta, like you said earlier, we gotta give Manny Castillo a lot of credit too.
Yeah, he came in a great shape, and we hear the corner of Castillo telling him, "Go ahead, press, go ahead, continue."
Yeah, work. They want him to work because he knows he can punch, you know. But he's getting hit with that right hand now by Santos. Santos moving now, Bobby moving well.
He's using every combination except what I keep telling you, the uppercuts. He hasn't been able to because Manny Castillo had keeping him out of distance.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job with that, you know. So that's why Santos got to start setting him up more, you know. Open some little combos to the head.
Yeah, right there was a great opportunity for Santos to throw uppercuts.
Wow.
There's a left row.
Wow,
He's
Miguel.
doing the damage. What can you say?
Picture perfect left hook. I think it's a matter of time, Miguel.
Yeah, it's pretty close to it. The people can feel it. Ahmed Santos can feel it too, but Manny Castillo does not want to give him that pleasure. Manny Castillo is fighting. He's got a big heart to stay standing up to this fight.
Yeah, we got to give Castillo a lot of credit. This kid came to fight.
He's in a great condition.
Excellent.
Stop.
Let's see if he was pretty much like stay alive, score points, and we got it.
Yes, finish the round, that's all, yes. Don't take a chance. Castillo's still dangerous, Miguel. He's still very dangerous. You can't override this kid, Manny Castillo.
Well, remember the fight with Julio Cesar Chavez was fighting the round, and in the last 12 seconds he won the fight.
That's right.
So
you could be in for a surprise here. This Castillo took it in a couple of rounds. He rested. He could wake up and throw that one big bomb. That's all it takes.
That's right. He's got to be very careful, Santos.
Yeah, Santos got to be very careful. because Castillo's still dangerous.
Castillo has taken a lot of punishment, and he's still standing and throwing punches.
Seems to be relaxing now. It's Castillo. He's looking for the one shot, I think. And I think, like you said, maybe he wants to deliver the one big one. Like compared with the Chavez fight,
He doesn't want to go, like you say, he doesn't want to go to sleep yet.
No, he don't, Miguel. I think he wants to finish this 10 rounds on his feet. And let the crowd know that, hey, I came to fight, I didn't come to...
And this is one of those fights that crowds want to see again. Those are the fighters that people remember.
Yeah,
when they hear those names, the Castillo, the Santos, they say, I want to see that kid again because he really put out a good fight.
They'll remember this fight, like they'll remember it because two young men put their heart into it, and they did it, and they didn't give up just in any round. Sure, it's Castillo got hurt in the third and the fourth round, but hey, he showed the durability that he was in shape, and he came back, and he's still showing it again.
Well, Ahmed Santos still showing that he's got a different set of combinations that he's using. He's still throwing to the body and then upstairs. And that's what I'm telling you. He needs to learn how to get out of those corners because he can be very dangerous.
Yes, this is a good experience for Santos. Very good experience. He's got a fighter that can throw a jab every now and then. He's got a fighter that can bang every now and then. And this is going to give Santos a lot of experience for the future. I think this was one good fight that they picked for Santos. This Castillo is showing the durability, showing the punching power, and showing the shin. A lot of your Hispanic fighters.
This is a great fight. We are getting close to the end of round number 10. This is the end of the fight. It's coming close to it. And we are enjoying up to the last minute, from the first to the second. From the first to the last minute, we enjoyed 10 rounds of great boxing. And I'm telling you, the main event between Joe Manzano and Enrique Sanchez is going to be a great one. So stick around.
Yes, it's going to be one tremendous fight here. And the people enjoy this. I see the people really giving a standing ovation to this kid for the durability and the performance they did on this fight. It's all over again.
We have to wait for the ring announcer to tell us the decision of the judges, but we can see that Ahmed Santos did the job.
Tenemos una decisión unánime. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. Judge Donald Harris, Judge Joe Garcia, vieron la pelea 98-92. Judge Chris Wilson, Juez Wilson, vio la pelea 99-91. El vencedor por decisión unánime, Ahmed the Saint Santos.
There we have it. It was unanimous decision. Ahmed Santos the winner. The fans here love it. So now his professional record is 18.